Anytime someone like you or I sees somebody doing something and doing it well, we feel as though we can do it at least that good. I try not to,
I've always said the exact same thing. No joke. Like someone that's uber successful at whatever point, they always felt like they could do what other people were doing. Not always better, but we always deep down felt like, okay, if he can do that, dude, I can do that.
Yeah.
Where's that come from? Why is that the case?
I don't know where it comes from, but I do know that one thing I've learned, even just being here too, is there's a lot of things that I might be able to do, but a lot of things that I should not be doing.
Yeah.
Right? Because I got to stay in my 10. I got to stay where I'm most effective, and so I know it's not behind a computer screen coding websites. So. One day, maybe in the future, when I
Right.
a new project, but for now, I like to sell insurance and train agents to sell
Okay,
insurance.
so on that note, right? So you sell a ton of insurance. You're going to make a significant amount of money. We'll just call it multiple six figures. We'll put it that way. On the way to seven figures quickly, which
Amen.
is awesome. I'm gonna speak that into existence right now.
That's right.
Let's get a little competitive for a second, just for the fun
do
of it. I think we can have a little fun in the hot seat with you today, and you'll do well with it. Me and you, 1 month, we're both selling insurance over the phone, and that's all we do, and that's our entire focus, and we go just absolute gangbusters. That's it, right? That's all we're doing. 1 month,
Yeah.
a mano a mano.
Yeah,
who
I
would-
know where you're going with this, and I'm gonna win. And
Come on.
and it's not.
What do you guys think? Put in comments below. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
no, please
Brad
do.
or Cody?
Please do, but before you comment, you have to understand the logic, right? Because
Okay.
there's a logical explanation to why I would beat Cody, and it's because Cody would probably default to selling final expense, right, which is ordinarily a smaller premium,
Yeah.
and also one application. So if we're measuring on annual volume or annual premium or number of applications, I think I got you, man.
Okay.
I think I got you.
You do cross sell and bundle. Like health insurance is your core niche for those that don't know.
Yeah, absolutely, and mainly, under 65. It's just been
thought that
kind
was
of my sweet spot.
If I went and joined your team tomorrow,
We'd have to get a bigger office.
that's true.
Yeah.
What? And I didn't bring anyone, and I just focused on selling health insurance. How much money would I make in your office, your system, everything else over the next 12 months?
So my first year in health insurance, I made 110,000. So I believe that you could easily make 109,000, but
I was
definitely under.
That was a setup, by the way, because you said earlier that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
remembering. Yeah. No, I knew where you're going with that, but I think you could. I mean, you could easily make six figures your first year. It's not uncommon.
Well, I did it cold door knocking, selling life insurance.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that there's a bigger market for health insurance, which is always why I've kind of wondered why it's a smaller niche or why it's an underserved niche. I mean, there's a lot more people out there in the under 65 space that are,
Then they're on
confused.
then are 65 plus.
Yeah, and they're confused. I mean, frankly, like the people that are self-employed, or the worst situation you see is like they left a job where they had great benefits because they wanted to take this business venture on their own,
Yeah.
or get into real estate or whatever the case is, and they're like, yeah, so I had $1,000 deductible on my group plan. I was paying $50 a month. What can you do? And we're like, there's a learning curve there. We gotta walk them through. Hey, listen, the under 65 world is not perfect for the self-employed, but I always say, if you have 10 options and all 10 options are, just okay, we've got to choose one of those 10 options still. Otherwise, we're going without coverage. And so we're going to always choose the best option that sucks the least, right? Because at the end of the day, it's insurance, even
Yeah,
if you're talking, and I'm very much a positive person. I think you've picked up on that.
Dude, no doubt.
But when you're talking about insurance, I think you've got to understand you're talking about insurance, and nobody's super pumped about buying an insurance policy, whether it's like the best plan in the world or not. They hope to not have to use it. They hope to not have to pay too much for it, and they hope that it covers everything every time they use it.
Yes.
And that's just not insurance. That's not homeowners insurance. It's not your car insurance, and that's certainly not health insurance. So I think coming from a realistic point of view is absolutely what helps me. in this industry.
Why is getting out of your getting out of your comfort zone is limiting belief for a lot of people. Operating not operating in a place of fear. For me, when we go back to limiting beliefs, for me, mine was worrying about what everybody thought. We would get negative comments on YouTube, and I would care. Now I'm like, dude, I'm putting my best foot forward.
Yeah.
You either like me or you love me.
Yeah, and
you choose.
And I'm honestly, I'm picking.
That's the only option. Like or love.
Yeah, I'm picking some of that up too, because that's definitely. I mean, I think you'd be like just different if you didn't have that feeling of like, man, if I put this out there on the internet, people could say anything, and so that definitely is something that I still think about.
Dude, it was so bad for me early on.
Yeah.
I thought everything had to be perfect, right? I was gonna know everything before I do anything.
Yeah.
I thought everything had to be perfect before we put anything up. Now we're like, that sucked. We're gonna put it up anyway.
Yeah, whatever. It's probably gonna get more views than the
Dude,
one
that's
that was
the
really
thing.
good. Yeah.
You don't know either.
Yeah.
You know, where Dylan and I will be like, yeah, this one probably won't do well. I'm like, holy freak.
Yeah,
You know?
no, it's true, man. And I pick up on that, and that's what you got to lean into fear, right? And that's where we were going. I think is you know, we steer away from fear, we steer away from being uncomfortable, and I think the more you lean into that, right, the more you lean into your fear, like getting up on stage in front of thousands of people was never something that was comfortable for me, and nor you. And then I don't think anybody's born like naturally just I'm going to get on stage in front of thousands of people, right? You might get used to it quicker than somebody else or something because you're put in that position. But man, to get on stage in front of that now, like I know that I would just lean into that, right?
Yeah.
I would lean into that because I'm going to learn something. I might screw it up, dude. I might, but I think everyone's going to laugh with me. We're all human, and those that don't, I mean, they're the idiots.
They're not invited back.
Yeah, whatever. So it's fun, man. I like to challenge myself. I like to, get out of my comfort zone and try to do things different.